Hello and welcome to That's Football. It's Monday, it's midday. Remember, we're live every weekday at midday and it's World Cup week. 3 days until our first World Cup watch along. Cannot wait for it. But let's get in to the latest transfer news as we're going to a very, very big week. Going to be talking about Gareth Bale, but also remember, we will find out Antoine Griezmann's future. So keep an eye out for that this week. We'll definitely go live when that happens. Griezmann has said he will announce his future this week. Will it be Barcelona? Will it be staying at Atletico Madrid? I think it is between those two options. Be a real surprise if it was anywhere else. I felt it was going to be staying in Madrid, to be honest, but I actually think he might go to Barcelona now. Who knows? We'll find out very soon. But in relation to Gareth Bale, the Independents are reporting that Gareth Bale has made a bit of a decision on his future in relation to Real Madrid, in that he will wait to see who the next Real Madrid manager will be. Surprise, surprise, surprise. I mean, to be honest with you, if you've been working in a job and you like the job, but it's not gone the way you wanted it to go, you've been a bit mistreated in your eyes, but you like the job, you've got potentially got another job there for you, but they've sacked the manager who's treated you badly in your mind, you're going to wait and see who the new manager is to see if they like you, because if they like you, then you're in the dream job already, and that's what's going to happen with Gareth Bale. So any move for Gareth Bale is going to take a little bit of time, I think, and he may not necessarily move. He might well stay. Irish Francis Callanan says, "Come on, Bale. Come on, where?" And hello to everyone. You never walk alone, says a estate agency training. And yeah, interesting to see what Liverpool are going to be doing with Fekir. Obviously, it doesn't look like he's going to happen, although I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Talk of Mario Götze, Shaqiri. We'll have to wait and see. I think Liverpool will maybe take a little bit of time on that, because what people don't realise is that they clearly had done a lot of groundwork with Fekir. If rumours are to be believed, he basically thought he was a Liverpool player and Liverpool thought he was their player. So it's not as simple as saying, well, that's fell apart, next day let's go and get somebody else. They'll put a lot of work into Fekir, and I think they'll take their time to realise who else they're going to get. But let's have a look at some of the other news. In fact, L'Equipe are actually saying that Lyon and France midfielder Fekir was so convinced his move to Liverpool would be completed, he'd already picked his shirt number. Sad. It's sad. Roma goalkeeper Alisson, who's been pretty much a target for Liverpool and potentially Real Madrid, he's very happy at Roma, according to the Brazilian coach Claudio Taffarel. PSG are interested in signing Chelsea's 27-year-old French midfielder N'Golo Kante. His agent has met the League One champions, according to Paris United via The Sun. I mentioned Kante before. I think Chelsea are in for a very interesting summer. In many ways, they're our own Real Madrid, because we don't know who their manager's going to be, and that manager's going to mean we don't know, and also we don't know what Chelsea's ownership wants to do. If Chelsea's ownership wants to get them back in the top four, there's 4 teams that are going to take some shifting. Man City, Man United, Spurs and Liverpool. They're the top 4 at the moment, and I don't see them dropping the pace. So Chelsea have got to go up 2 gears and another gear just to, sort of guarantee themselves top 4. I think they're going to see players going out the door. The keeper, Courtois, Hazard could go, and Kante doesn't get much mention, but I've heard a few things about him over the last few weeks in relation to PSG. So does he want a season out the side of the Champions League? Serie A giants could make a move for Chelsea and Italian defender David Zappacosta, says Tutto Sport via football.london. And that is interesting, because I don't really think he's had much of an impression, has he, Zappacosta? I believe he's Italian as well. Another Italian defender who's not done particularly well. The Arsenal are closing in on a deal for Freiburg and Turkey centre-back Soyuncu. The 22-year-old's agent confirmed talks have been held. That's Turkish football. I would never believe too much in relation to that till it actually happens. And what else have we got? Chelsea interested in Roma midfielder Florenzi, who's 27. That's through the Gazzetta dello Sport. I think there's going to be a lot of business at Chelsea in and out this summer. And Manchester United target Marko Arnautovic has cast doubts over his future at West Ham, saying no talks have taken place at London Stadium. However, the 29-year-old added he is happy. That's Sky Austria. Didn't even know there was a Sky Austria. Bonucci says he's got no problems whatsoever at Milan. There was tentative links with Manchester United there. I just think it would be ridiculous for United to go and do that. He's 31 and he's an Italian defender, and they don't tend to do that well. And also, this sort of hit yesterday in Spanish outlet. I think the name of the outlet was El Mensajero, who I've never heard of. So that's probably because they're not that credible. They're talking about Milinkovic-Savic potentially going to Real Madrid in a £130 million bid. Obviously, a lot of Manchester United fans would like Milinkovic-Savic to come to Manchester United, as would I. But we'll have to wait and see. Douglas James Horn says, is there any truth in the rumours that Leicester want to replace Claude Puel? Only I'd heard that Brendan Rodgers might be in the equation, but that's all I've heard in relation to that. Soccerboxtv@gmail.com, Professor, is our email address. Soccerboxtv@gmail.com. And we are working on it, Chris White. A lot of pests seem to turn up. Okay, yeah, I know what you're on about there. We need another signing before the World Cup. Alexandro, says Salim Hussein, who's a Manchester United fan. It's a bit of a weird situation. I mean, the World Cup, just to shout out the World Cup, obviously on That's Football, we're doing watch-alongs, me and Xander, for every single game, and it starts on Thursday. I think I've got Russia, Saudi Arabia. I know I've got the first two, Uruguay and Egypt at 1 o'clock on Friday. Cannot wait. Loads of games. I think we've got something like 1, 4... I think there's about 10 or 12 games in the first 4 days. So brilliant. Lots to get involved with. We'll have the live comments on screen for that. Get your beers, get your Coke, get your Pepsi, whatever it is you're drinking. Get your snacks ready. And we'll be having a bit of banter during the games. Because some of the games, I want to watch them all, but some of the games are going to be a bit, maybe they won't be the most exciting of games. But I also think if you're interested in football, there's going to be so much transfer business done this summer that watching some of these, there's not really bad teams in there. Every team's got 1 or 2 really good players in it. And even Russia with Golovin, whatever his name is, he's quite good and been touted a while. So really excited about the World Cup. But what does it mean in relation to transfers? It seems to be a little bit quiet at the moment this week. I don't know whether it's just the football community is making it quiet because they're thinking about the World Cup, or teams themselves have gone quiet because of the World Cup. I think it's the football community. I think there is transfer business being done. I just think the vast majority of social media football community wants to focus on the excitement of the World Cup. I think if you remove the World Cup, you'd have loads of transfer stories, and I think that's what's happening. So whether it's Manchester United doing a deal this week, whether it's the Griezmann deal, Manchester City, Chelsea, I think these things are going to happen, and they can't be parked. The World Cup doesn't finish till the middle of July. And then you've got the Premier League season starting right at the start of August. So business will be done throughout the World Cup. Don't fall into the trap of thinking, oh, the World Cup's on, nothing else is going to happen. Big signings will happen. Big things will happen in and out at all clubs. And you can guarantee that. And we'll have it covered for you. But we've also got the World Cup to do as well. Ben's 115, I saw it. And I thought it wasn't too bad, actually. It made me laugh the whole video, to be fair. Jazzy now, I don't know whether I have done a laugh. I don't know. Brevy Boy says that Russia-Saudi Arabia is going to be the game of the tournament. And I'm looking forward to it, Brevy. You know what? I know it's Russia-Saudi Arabia, but I'm looking forward to it because it's the opening game. Get the World Cup up. The only sad thing is that that's the only game on Thursday. It would have been nice if it was like a 4 o'clock kickoff and then we got a 7-1, but there we go. Mark, can you do Australia versus France? Well, we are doing Australia versus France. I have got the schedule in front of me, and I can tell you that we've got Russia-Saudi Arabia, which is me, Egypt versus Uruguay, which is me. Xander's got Morocco versus Iran, and to be fair, because he's got Morocco versus Iran, he's got Portugal versus Spain on the evening as well. And then on Saturday, yes, we've got France, Australia, Argentina, Iceland, Peru, Denmark, Croatia, Nigeria. That's a massive day. That is some really good games there. And Sunday, Costa Rica, Serbia. Germany, Mexico, very, very good game. Brazil, Switzerland. So it's a really good weekend. And then England come in on Monday. So loads and loads to get your teeth into. Thanks, everybody, to watch. I haven't got any tattoos, Cooper Milk. I'm not into tattoos. I know I've got mates who are into them, but I'm just not. I will never have a tattoo. So thanks, everybody, for watching. I'm doing Serbia FIFA World Cup Challenge on my channel. It'll be just after 1, I think I go live, probably about 1:15. Serbia World Cup Challenge, Goldbridge live stream is the channel. If you're interested in that, you want to get involved in the World Cup build-up. Back on here at midday tomorrow for me, unless there's any breaking transfer news. Xander's got the long-form transfer show tonight at 7:30. I'll speak to you all later. Thanks for watching.